eyelashes? That's right. A woman who only steps out of the door at 10:45 p.m. I don't want to stop the fun that we're having here, so let's get started. But there is a very serious issue that we need to address. Year after year, we see them lying on the street all day. Most of us have been walking right past them on the way to class. YouTube videos get millions of views for showcasing jerk teens make fun of them and kick them around. Yes, I am talking about the gourds, which are basically the same thing as homeless. You weren't too off if that's what you were thinking. I mean, they smell bad. They look like mini Trumps. And they're taking our valuable sidewalk real estate. As a famous meme once said, the amount of gourds is too damn high. So, we need an actual solution this year, but I know what you're thinking. There's no way too many gourds in Austin. There's no way we'll be able to get rid of them all. Well, that's where you're wrong, bucko. There's not too many gourds. There is too much negativity, especially in November. You need to change your attitude and realize that yes, this year, yes, is yes-vember. So, shut your trap and let mommy tell you how we're gonna get it done. First step, we're calling in the big guns. I was talking with some baby boomers who have a whole resume of destroying things, and they claim that there used to be a popular group known as the Smashing Pumpkins. Clearly, these forward thinkers were aware of the problem that would arise. It's too bad there weren't also bands called Tuition Free or the Climate Savers. Alas, I have full faith in these Smashing Pumpkins. After all, it's 4 men and a woman, which is a situation I found myself in many of times. Next, something I learned from my childhood. There's nothing a little Disney magic can't fix. Which is why right at midnight, when all the ladies of the night come out, so I hear, we will have our very own UT Drag Witch perform a ritual that will turn all these gourds back into cars. That's right. I would rather have pollution than these damn gourds. I can't even pronounce them right. And it's not just because I prefer gagging. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do very much. If this works as I intend to, you best believe I am going to bippity bop that boo. Now, admittedly, this is one of my weaker ideas, simply because I'm not that familiar with the device, but I've heard scientists claim that placing condoms over the gourds will be a drastic stop to the reproduction of gourds. Apparently, their plump figures attract suitors, and the holes that we create in them, when we make them into jack-o'-lanterns, just make them more prime for mating. Ugh, disgusting. Although, now it makes sense why jack-o'-lanterns are always smiling. Kinky. However, the best solution we have to this problem is simply to repeat history. There's one source of inspiration we can always follow when in the crisis. WWWD. What would whites do? Remember, whenever the whites come across the pesky thing they don't like, they just use gentrification and move it away. But for us, it's going to be gortrification. Out of sight, out of mind, just like when I finally moved away from my nagging, disapproving mother. I hate that bitch. I'm getting word that my producer was concerned that the overkill of gourds might lead to the reduction of pumpkin spice lattes. He called Starbucks, but they assured him that there's no need to worry, because pumpkin spice lattes is actually just piss. Yeah. very much, in order to get around giving employees mandated bathroom breaks. Don't say this out loud. This was just for me to know. I was just talking, you know. Okay. Last week, Austinites were shooketh by the water ban, and so was I. It threw the pH out of my vagina. Oh, and I haven't smelled the right way ever since. Here, all the way from Flintwood, Michigan, to talk about her experience douching with dangerous water is Crystal No Luck Waters.
Hey, Miss Justice.
Hello, Crystal. I think we need to address the elephant in the room.
And what would that be?
Girl, look at this eye look. Anyhow, tell us about your experience with the water ban in Austin.
Well, let me tell you, I am not happy about it.
Really? Why not?
I come from a little small town called Flintwood, Michigan.
Oh, I know Flintwood, Michigan. They have had lead in the water for quite a while now.
Yeah. You're one of the first people to actually know what that is. Most people I ask say they forgot or they saw it on a show once. My hometown has been making noise for years, and we still ain't even on Google Maps.
I'm pretty sure it's still a big issue on many people's mind. How about you tell us about your views on the water ban that was lifted this past weekend?
Frankly, I was a little upset at first. When I saw that first ban, I was like, come on, man, I just moved here 3 weeks ago. But then I noticed it would only take 10 to 14 days and we could still consume water as long as it was boiled. Then I was like, not too bad. But then I turn on the news channel and see the coverage and I'm like, what in the hell are y'all babies whining about? Seriously. Meanwhile, my family back home is pooping out glitter from all the lead poisoning.
Glitter, you say? I know a thing or two about pooping glitter.
Well, let me tell you, that's not even the worst of it. This Halloween, the water turned from brown muck to blood. Meanwhile, these two girls I sat behind on the bus were sleep deprived because they was boiling water all night.
You sat on the bus? You would never ever find me sitting on a bus, honey.
That's what I'm talking about. These Austinites are so sensitive.
All right, point taken. Just so you know, though, I come from Glamazonia. Anyhow, why were you offended by these girls?
Well, let me tell you. When I was back at home, it got so bad the water was $1
That doesn't sound that bad.
per water drop. Meanwhile, UT is providing free, I can't believe I'm saying this, free damn water bottles. Back home, it got so bad we got monopolies on the rain. Only the select few are able to get that water.
Wait, how does that work? Wouldn't you just be able to, like, put a pan or a barrel in your backyard when it rains?
Let me tell you, I tried that, but every time I'd put a container outside, the monopolies hire secret agents and shoot them. I'm expecting to boil some ramen, and once I set down my pot, bam! My saucepan has a hole in it. Now I gotta eat ramen in the form of a cracker.
Oh, honey. And how have you been affected by the ban in Austin?
Not at all. I have been dealing with the lead in Flintwood, Michigan. I come here to find out that there's silt in the water. You better believe I do not give 3 dams, which is how many I think it opened their floodgates. First thing I did when I heard about the ban was drink a glass of cold water.
Interesting. You didn't have any negative effects?
Let me tell you, I woke up the next day with sore itched throat and lymph nodes the size of golf balls. But did you think I cared? Because if you said yes, you'd be mistaked. When I started coughing from my itch throat, I washed it down with some fresh, non-boiled water. Meanwhile, at home, I had drank the water. I started to grow a 3rd anus.
3rd anus? Honey, that sounds like a blessing, not a curse. Wait, where did you get the 2nd one from?
I fell off a swing when I was young. Let me tell you, now that the water ban has been lifted, I'm gonna get water wasted. Gotta do it before Austin turns into Flintwood. Still, It's only the first step, you know, silt in the water.
Well, thank you for your insight, Crystal. Before you leave, I would just like to share one little thing with you. When you get tap water, Crystal, make sure it's clear. I'm so funny. Get it? Crystal clear.
Flintwood lives matter.
I'm not gonna lie, that lady reminds me of myself. She is sweet, she is fierce, and she knows what is best for her. Big government shouldn't be in our uteruses, only our health care. I'm sure she would agree. Talking about government affairs, our Russian correspondent. See you in a suckle.